I'm here today with Charlotte Wood, the author of Animal People. But you also build up a kind of prevailing sort of cloud of anxiety that hovers over the book, so that, for example, when he's on a bus and he sees a plastic bag at his feet, you know, there is that immediate thought, which is not unique to him, of who does the bag belong to? What's in it? Should I say something? So there's a malaise that you're describing, which is something that's common to all of us.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you see it that way. I mean, part of the book, part of what I set out to do, I suppose, was present a portrait of urban life and how alienating it can be, and stressful and aggressive, and, you know, it obviously doesn't have to be like that, but it can be very lonely, you know. At one point Stephen sees a flyer on a pole asking for people to come and join the laughing club.
Yes.
And but he notes that, well, if you want to do something, nobody knows anyone, you have to put a flyer out and say, please come and basically be my friend.
Yeah, and laugh in a park with me. How tragic is that?
And have classes in how to laugh.
Yes. Well, you juxtapose all of that about Norton, the city that he lives in, with Rundle, where he comes from. And you've written before about small town life, obviously in the children. And I'm just wondering what you're interested in when you contrast small town life with city life, because you came originally from a small community, so you know what that's like. And you went to great pains, I think, in the children to describe that deadening claustrophobia and boredom. And so now you're showing us that city life isn't all it's cracked up to be either.
That's right. You thought that was bad? Come to the city. No, I don't know. I write what I see around me, and maybe I've just got a terribly kind of morose.
Well, I mean, now you are living, it has to be said, absolutely in the gritty part of the inner city, and I know that that has confronted you with a lot of noise, and that you find the intrusions around your home, because you've told me about some of them, some of which are worthy of a novel in themselves, that you are seeing that kind of constant friction. Yeah,
I mean, you get a lot of people in a space, and there is friction, and there is aggression, and there is sort of fighting for space almost. And you know, when he's on the bus and he sees the package, and he's seeing the signs on the bus saying, if you see something, say something, you know, that we've all seen, and he thinks, oh, it's probably just, you know, he wants somebody else to notice it. He doesn't want to have to take responsibility for stopping the bus and saying there's a strange package on the bus, because it's probably nothing. But you know, I think there is this kind of hum of anxiety about city life. And in this book, when Stephen thinks about Rundle, he really romanticises it. You know, oh, it's all, you know, big skies and fresh air, and nobody has team building exercises, and nobody has potential bombs on buses because there actually aren't any buses, and there's none of this kind of gritty stress and drama, you know. But there are other kinds of problems in Rundle. It's just sort of, I suppose I feel that I'm coming at those places in those two books from the character's point of view as much as what my own point of view might be. And because that point of view would change all the time. You know, I can have a great day in the city and think, God, I love living in this city.